Oh, right. Hey everybody, so it's SEPHORA. Welcome back to my channel. I'm finally not mad. My Pat McGrath order finally decided to show up. So camera, thank you, please. So finally today, we are finally going over the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection System. We have the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. We have the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Setting Powder, and this is in medium 3. And then we have, obviously, the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation, which is 1.18 fluid ounces, and this is in shade medium 21. Yes, I know. Yes, I am a medium. Also, exactly what I thought. So, while I'm going to tell you some things, factoids about myself while I put on some sunscreen, because I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff today, including getting my first tattoo, which I'm going to get like right here. And so some stuff, you know, we got to talk about this. So you guys have seen probably different videos are going to pop out. You're going to see me complaining, just really pissed about my Pat McGrath order. I ordered directly from Pat McGrath's website. I'm using the Coola Mineral Sunscreen with a matte tint. I have to use mineral sunscreen because I'm allergic to chemical. So anytime I use chemical sunscreen, I just get these really bad breakouts. Either way, it was just a nightmarish kind of situation because essentially the order I made, it just refused to show up. First I didn't have tracking information. Then it was, oh, we sent it, here's your tracking number. The tracking number isn't working. I'm going to put and then so I email again and again and again. And finally they send me another tracking number. And this one's through UPS, and I click it. It wasn't found, and I'm like, are we really serious? And so I'm tweeting about it. I'm posting about it. So this is this perfection system. It was $150 from the Pat McGrath website. They will sell you, again, the primer, the foundation, and the powder all in 3 items and a set for $150. Individually, as a group, these will retail together for $180. So it's definitely a deal because you save $30 and you'll qualify for free shipping from their website. Again, though, maybe it'll be better now that the product isn't new, but okay, anyway, so starting off, we are talking about the Skin Perfection Primer. I'm talking as much as possible to let my sunscreen sink in. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. I'm looking at the Sephora listing, excuse me if you see me looking down. This retails for $60. It is a perfecting primer that smooths, hydrates, and blurs with a sublime silken effect that ensures a flawless canvas and makeup application that lasts. Highlight ingredients are hyaluronic acid and cosmetic filler powder, which is a coated microsphere powder meant to mimic the smoothness and clarity of ceramic to fill in look of wrinkles and diffuse light, creating an even and luminous surface that also feels incredibly smooth. And it's a water-based formulation. I have found out the hard way that alcohol-based foundations, heavily alcohol-based foundations, like the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk that I loved, will break me out. So I'm slightly afraid of this foundation. However, review aside, I spent $150. When you buy from brand websites, they want you to return it unopened and unused, and I'm like, I'm too lazy to go back. Now, during the Sephora sales, you can pick up the whole system for $140-something if you have a 20% off Rouge coupon. So keep that in mind and take that in the spirit that's intended. One of my previous bosses would say, which means do it this way because that's what I want you to do. And I didn't do my eye makeup yet. I'm gonna do my eye makeup after the fact. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I don't really care. So anyway, so this is the primer packaging. I'm gonna hold it up with my good hand because I took the nails off my other one. This is the packaging with the gold label. It feels cheap because the label's kind of coming off on the back. I'm pressing it down. I think that the packaging is just a plastic bottle though. Like, it's nothing fancy with it. It's a plastic bottle with her really, really nice label. And it's like a cardboardy label. And it has a pump, which is important. And I believe at this point my sunscreen has sunk in and we've been talking for 9 minutes. So, this is a primer. It's white. Or pinkish, really. We're just going to put it all over the face because that's what we do. It's so sweet. It smells like a nice lotion. Does that make sense? It smells really nice. I should also be afraid because there's some primers that break me out as well. So if this breaks me out and I just cleared on my skin specifically for this video, I've been working on my skin this entire time. The primer isn't very slippy and it doesn't really give you that moisturized appearance. I'm not gonna lie. I'm almost sad because I really wanted it to be like hydrated looking today. So it smells really nice. It has like that soft kind of cotton smell. It's supposed to be hydrating. It gave my skin some of the shine back from the sunscreen is matte. Unfortunately, the other one is scented, and look, I'm having a hard time finding sunscreens that work. So bear with me for a minute. So that is the primer. Moving on to the Skin Fetish. This is the scary one. This is the Skin Fetish Perfection Foundation. Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation, and this is in medium 21. I matched myself online, but I stopped in a Sephora and saw it and like swatched it on my hand, and it looks to be about the same shade as my hand. This foundation is, yes, it is $68 United States dollar. And again, I have medium 21. The shade range apparently is not all that. And when you start going into the really deep range, that's where you're not really seeing all of the options. I'm happy to have a neutral shade, and it comes in this bottle that kind of looks like perfume. So this is the packaging. This one I like a lot better. It's a glass bottle, and it's this her beautiful label, and it looks kind of like a nail polish bottle, and then it has a pump. Why is it we have to praise companies for putting pumps on things? You should just be putting a pump on it. Why wouldn't it have a pump on it? Who told you to live your life? Who told you to live your life with no pump? Alright? So I'm going to use this little tray. We can use it for foundations. And I'm going to put half on my face with a sponge and half on with a brush and see which one I like better. So this is the shade. It is definitely neutral. It's a little light looking too. So I'm going to start with the sponge on this side. I'm going to use a brush on this side. So it's supposed to be, what's the coverage again? Medium something? Or other? Oh, I am not happy. It smells just like the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I think that's the alcohol. I can smell the alcohol in it. Oh god, the shade match though, guys. The shade match is actually truly excellent though. And so this is one layer with the sponge. It's got decent medium coverage, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not, if anyone told me, oh, it's gonna be like full coverage, or oh, it's gonna be like, oh. It's got a very drippy, it's very drippy though. I just got it on my phone. Oh. It's supposed to be a long-wearing, customizable foundation that builds from sheer to medium coverage in a wide range of universal hues that manifest the ultimate sublime skin standard. Coverage is medium, the finish is natural, which it does look very natural. I'm truly here for it. So this is the side with the sponge. I mean, I like it. Alright, I will say the sponge like ate up most of the foundation, so I'm gonna just take another pump just so I have an equal amount to work with. For the brush side, it's supposed to be for all skin types, so normal, dry, combination, and oily. It is, the highlighted ingredients are unique polymers that provide lasting wear and ultimate smoothness and a luminous finish. High purity pigments treated with amino acids deliver enhanced wear, a creamy feel, and controlled and easily buildable coverage. And Diamond Core Powder enhances radiance and skin luminosity and decreases the appearance of skin imperfections. That's a lot. I'm going with the phrase, that's a lot. So I'm using the brush, and I would definitely say if you were trying to get like more low coverage, use a brush. Because right now I feel like the coverage with the brush isn't as great as the coverage with the sponge. As well as the sponge, I look more luminous than I do with the brush. No streaks though. And then giving it on this side. Good news, no burning, so I'm super happy. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to check the medium coverage. I have this little dark spot right there that's left over. I'm just gonna take the sponge and a little bit more foundation, just a little bit on the sponge, and I'm just gonna tap it on and see if I can. Yep. Oh yeah, it builds great. It built super great right there. Like I just erased that little spot. All right, I'm about to give this skin a close-up look. Give me 1 second. I just want to really, but it looks really good on my big mirror and my little mirror. Oh, I don't have a nail here anymore. If this doesn't break me out, it's replacing the Luminous Silk Foundation instantly. Look at that. Look at that. This is a it's a perfect match. There's gonna be something wrong with it. Perfect matches are they're always Fenty, and I didn't like the Fenty matte foundation. They made the hydrating one, and it's pretty nice. But like this is like the coverage and look I like, where it's very soft, and you can tell that I have foundation on, but at the same time you're not gonna sit there and go like, does she really? Do I feel like even investigating this? Damn, her skin look good. So I have acne right now, and it sits on top. It sits on top of it very well without like looking very dry or anything like that. So that's just my impression of it. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this is in the shade Mocha. Alright, cool. So I am set. I'm pretty set. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna bust open this powder, which is, hold on. I keep opening the listings for stuff just so I make sure I know what I'm talking about. So this is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Medium 3. Again, with the beautiful, beautiful packaging. I just got that was a very loud disappointment. So because the lid's like a little open. So this is the powder. This is the powder. It's just the name printed on it. And you can hear how cheap it is. That's why I did that like that. This is the color of the powder. It's definitely a little dark for my under eye, but I'll use it a little bit. I don't know. I guess I'm disappointed because like the Fenty powder, like it begs the question of, was this made to be a luxury brand or for makeup, or like a working makeup artist? Because if it was made for a working makeup artist, then fine. The packaging was made for the makeup artist. Fine, that's fine. The problem with that is that then the foundation packaging, this is heavy and glass and luxury, and it would be shitty to have to try to carry a couple of shades of this in a bag around, right? Because the primer packaging also gives you that made to be lightweight and carryable idea. If it's all supposed to be luxury, then the primer packaging and the powder packaging are bull, and it makes me think that probably somebody was like, well, most people are only going to probably buy the foundation, and the foundation is the most important one, so we'll just focus on the foundation's packaging. But if people buy the whole system like I did, then they're going to be pissed, and that's why I'm pissed. I'm just going to reblend my under eye. I was thinking, I'm going to put one, I'm going to do the most and the least at the same time. I'm going to take Butterscotch, which is the lighter shade I use for when I'm really like fair in the winter, which honestly I don't think is a thing anymore. I'm just going to put one dot of Butterscotch right in under the eye, and I'm going to blend that out as well. Alright, so I'm going to take the powder. It has a little fine, alright, so sorry about my nail. So it has a little sifter, as you can see. It's kind of a little mesh, like thing. So I'm just gonna take some of the powder and tap off the excess with my brush. Oh boy, okay. Let's tap it on the lid because I'm just not gonna powder up everywhere. And just pat it right under the eye. I definitely would say this is probably way too dark for me to do my under eyes with. I like the undertone. I like the package. I like that. It doesn't feel heavy though. Like it doesn't really, I don't feel like I put any powder on. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Beauty Bakery Yellow Flower Setting Powder just because it is a little bit lighter. And I don't want to lose like the color underneath my eyes. Like I did highlight, you know, so I want it to stay a little bit brighter. I'm just gonna take it on like the, I really don't wear powder enough to be okay with doing what I'm doing right now. So I'm using this big fluffy brush and I'm just gonna, you know, whatever little powder is on it. I'm hitting myself in deeply right now, leave me alone. But that's what I thought. So the powder doesn't particularly set the foundation as much as if you were trying to tamp down shine. Like if you don't want it to be super shiny, that's what this powder does. Which, to bear credit, sure, that's fine. Some people want that. You want your face to look like that. I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and re-wet my face. I'm going to use some of the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Look at that. Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I think my finger was in front of the sprayer for a period of time. So my finger is wet with setting spray. I'm just going to take that and press it into my face. Just because I like to look alive and slightly moist. Also, ew, okay, I'm kind of half tempted to take off everything just because the powder made me warmer. I'm not gonna lie, the powder actually made me look warm and I didn't want to look warm. I liked how neutral I looked earlier. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go off camera for a minute and just do my eyeshadow because I need to do it anyway, and I'm gonna turn the AC on because it's kind of hot in the room. I'm gonna do my eyes and my eyebrows off camera, okay? Be back. Hey, I'm back. I did some basic ass makeup. Leave me alone. I have places to go and people to be today. My cousin's goodbye party is today. He's. I remember he was just 12, lying that he was 13, and now he's going to college. He's going to CSUN, Cal State Northridge. So we're going to have his goodbye party because we live in LA, and I told him, I will come for you. I will be there when you need me. But if you play games, boy, I will lie to your mother to get your dorm room to show up in this piece and embarrass you. Don't forget, I am still my uncle's niece. I will still come up there and mess up the rest of your day. Don't play with it. To which my cousin said, bet. So, if one day there's just a vlog of, I'm driving to Northridge, you already know what it is. I ain't going to jail, but somebody getting beat up today. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze, since, you know, I still got to do all that kind of makeup-y stuff. And over this foundation. So, again, it's set. It is sprayed because I needed my hydrated looking look back. And I'm just using, this is the MAC Patrick Star Bronzer in Give Me Life. For blush, I feel like I bust out a blush palette. So I have some pretty neutral eyes. So I can go ham on something else. I'm going to go ahead and take this blush palette, it's a face color palette this is So Retrograde from the Kathleen Lights collaboration with ColourPop. I don't know, I saw it and was like, ooh, that's kind of pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of it. It's a shimmery orange. I'm going to take the very tiniest bit and just, you know, not even dipping back into it before I just blend it on both cheekbones. I have this mini of the Hustler Baby highlighter from when I got it. It's like, you get the mini highlighter. And at this point, Fenty has enough minis. You could do your entire face in Fenty makeup, I think, except for foundation, all minis. I think they might have foundation. Anyway, point is, I'm going to highlight with this and this like weird highlighting brush I have. And I'm going easy on the highlight. I don't really need to glow and beam right now because it's the middle of the day. But I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with the BFF3 liner from ColourPop. I just think it's such a gorgeous color, and like it just mixes well with everything. I'm gonna use Tawny from Becca. So this is the finished look. Again, this is what my face is gonna look like for the rest of the day. I'm gonna go wear this for a buttload of time. It is currently, can you see the time? Oh my god. It's currently 2:08. This is a picture of Stinky Baby making a face, and I was listening to the Wiz soundtrack. Do not judge me. Instead, listen to No Bad News by Mabel King over and over and over again, because that is just, her voice is like, there is no comparison. Anyway, it's 2:08, so it's 2 o'clock. I will be back probably way after 10 like usual to show you what I look like and everything. So I will see you guys later. And I am back. It is, clear my notifications. So it is 11:57. It's almost, so we're gonna call it 12. So we're gonna call it 12, okay? So it is, I've been wearing it for 10 hours because I started wearing it at about 2. So this is my face after 10 hours of wear. We're definitely shiny. We're definitely beaming. We're definitely, I mean, I feel like I look like this no matter what foundation I wear for 10 hours. I'm gonna look like something to this effect. So let's go ahead and zoom in so you can see all of this. Anyway, yeah. So this is my face again. I haven't blotted, dotted, nothing. I haven't done anything to it. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna take a deep dive look. I look oily. I'm not seeing a lot of makeup breakup. Touching it definitely picks up the makeup. I'm not gonna lie. I just picked up like a good dot of it. So we're gonna start pushing a beauty blender into the face. This foundation was powdered. So one thing I always note is that with powder, I'm going to see more shine than average, because powder essentially just kind of gives the skin more reason to make more oil, in my opinion. So I'm just poking it with the beauty blender, like picking up the excess oil first to see what happens. And then, so this is what it looks like if I just dot at it with a beauty blender. So something you could do by sticking a beauty blender literally in your bag and just, you know, hooking yourself up real quick. I'm going to take this, say if you were throwing things into your bag, I'm taking this very loose, fluffy brush. This is a BH Cosmetics No. 5 brush from the It's My Ray collaboration. Taking a touch of the pat powder. So say, for some godforsaken reason, you decided to throw a loose powder in your bag to handle any oiliness, and I'm just going to use the pat powder on one side of my face to kind of reset a part of my face to see if it actually does help with the oily shininess. I'm taking very little powder, obviously, but I'm also, because I don't want it to really change the color of the foundation, because that's what it was doing, but also I'm trying to do this very minimally so it doesn't change the color right now in front of your eyes. But I wanted to see if it will, you know, if you can, use it to fine detail yourself into not being so shiny. Like on camera, I just see high shine, but I'm not gonna lie, I think the powder does very well at resetting the face without giving it that dry, cakey look, or otherwise kind of disturbing the foundation's finish and everything. I would definitely say that this is a good touch-up powder. I would employ it for that reason. So let's do, I'm gonna set everything very quickly and then we're gonna discuss. Okay, so I have worn this foundation for 10 hours. I have reset it a little bit, you know, just give myself a little bit of a pat down, a dry down, a pat down, get it? A pat down because it's pat McGrath. Okay, anyway, so I have set my face and I've worn this foundation for 10 hours and I got thoughts. Again, the whole set, if you bought it individually, retails for $183. If you buy it from Pat McGrath's website, it's $150 because it is the whole kit and caboodle. Cool? Cool. If you buy it with the Sephora, if you buy it right now, because I'm going to release this video super soon. If you, like, I'm literally going to sit and edit it after I get off of this video. I'm going to sit and edit this and upload it because I didn't upload a video this week. If you buy it right now with that Sephora 20% off coupon, it will be $143 or something like that. So it will be cheaper than buying it from Pat McGrath, plus you get Sephora's shipping. Duly note though that because it is sale time, your shipping speeds may be impacted and they'll have a little notice on their website. So it's not like they lied to you. Unlike Pat McGrath, who apparently was not prepared for the launch. Cool, cool. Starting with the primer. I don't know if this actually did anything. My skin does look good in this primer. It did not itch. It did not burn. I don't feel any of that stuff. Second, and remember that the primer retails for $60. If you get it, you get it. But I don't think that it's anything that when I put it on, I don't think anything about it screamed, I need to go out and buy this individually. Cool, cool. I will wear this again for the big review. And in the review, I will tell you if it's actually necessary to pair, if you need this primer to pair with the foundation, or can you just do whatever the heck you want. Cool, cool. Second, the actual foundation. It is thin, it is lightweight, it is medium coverage. It has a thin, like I said, it has a thin watery texture. It's about the same, it smells just like the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, so if that is reason why you broke out from it, or high alcohol content, I say sample it and try it because, and obviously patch test, because personally the Giorgio Armani did break me out and that's why I don't use it anymore, but this did not. I don't feel any burning, itching, or otherwise like that. The feelings that I felt with the Giorgio Armani, only thing I do is I'm itching because I just been wearing makeup all day and I kind of want to wash my face. Cool, cool, cool. The powder, I found a job for it. It's really good at retouching the face. So that'd be really good if like you went, you wore your makeup all day to work, you do a day to night, and then you like need to kind of, you know, bring it all together. You definitely could do that. You definitely could. And with this, just, you know, hit it up. I just think that, you know, go figure out what powder you need for what parts of your face. Personally, I think this powder is really good for retouching at night when like my color match, like a bad color match wouldn't be really noticeable. In the middle of the day, however, this powder, ooh, it'd be telling all my secrets and lies, you know? Maybe the two, I don't know what's it called, powder, that would be better for me, especially for the under eye. I'm going to stick with my Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder in yellow for the under eye area. And then again, this, I don't set my face anyway, so if I was trying to like, I'll, you know, bust this out, it would live in like, I don't even know. I can't even say it would live in a bag because it's a loose setting powder. Who carries around loose setting powder like that? My best friend, but that's not the point of this conversation. Anyway, like this video if you like it. If you want to see something specific, you want to see a specific foundation, go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below. And if you like stuff like this, go ahead and subscribe. You know, like, just do the thing. Just do it. Just, no. Just do the thing. And I will see you guys in the next video, okay? Bye.